Headline news most affecting Chilliwack this week. Kinder Morgan pipeline crying over spilt oil. IHIT making an appeal to the public. And a car hits some tractor grease and hits tractor grease. Thanks for watching. We are committed to providing local news and news that impacts our local audience from Harrison to Garrison, Greendale to Hope, and everywhere in between, including Agassiz, Cultus Lake, Little Mountain, Fairfield Island, Promontory, Chiacton First Nations, Yarrow, and Five Corners, Chilliwack. Our very special guest this week, Kalyn Head. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. As expected, howls of protest emerged after last weekend's oil spill at the Kinder Morgan Trans Mountain Pipeline pump station in Abbotsford. Trans Mountain says the pipeline spilt some 150 to 190,000 liters of crude oil on Saturday morning and restarted the flow of oil by late Sunday. It rained throughout the weekend, so environmentalists are concerned about seepage into the water table. Sumas First Nations and the Union of BC Indian Chiefs have again stated their concern about the spill and the future plans to twin the pipeline, which, by the way, also goes through Chilliwack en route to the Burnaby refinery. Meanwhile, the other pipeline that crosses through Chilliwack is the Enbridge natural gas pipeline. From now through August, Enbridge crews will be replacing about a kilometer of 30 to 36-inch natural gas pipeline. Now, this will be in southwest Chilliwack, the grid being between Evans and Lickman roads to the east and west, and from the north to south, Sumas Central and South Sumas Road. IHIT, the Integrated Homicide Investigation Team, asking for your help to help further the ongoing investigation into the homicide of Charles Chucky Close. This was behind the Yale Road Scotiabank in Chilliwack. Investigators have released a couple of photographs of Charles captured from video surveillance footage on the day of his murder. This in hopes that they will refresh some memories of potential witnesses. Contact IHIT through social media if you have any information. Both Chilliwack Council and Chilliwack School Boards were rather busy this week. The Chilliwack School District agenda included the review of the 5-year capital plan and the renaming of an education center as well. Assistant Superintendent Kirk Savage providing an update on the A.D. Rundle Middle School Integrated Arts and Technology cohort. Now, the Board of Education approved Chilliwack as the new name for the Education Center. Now, at City Council, they addressed the personal protective equipment issue for Chilliwack Youth Health Center. That was to the tune of $16,500. The city also invited proponents to submit a request of expression of interest for the design and the construction of the Rosedale Skateboard Park. That's going to have a budget of about $180,000 come 2021. Illicit drug overdose death numbers were released by the BC coroner. Not only was the May to May count from last year to this year a new record, May 2020 had the most provincial deaths ever recorded, 170 province-wide. The Valley numbers, after showing a dip in 2019, have rebounded this year, and that has local officials very worried. Kim Lloyd with the Pacific Community Resources Society told chillTV that the recent provincial OD warnings were just the tip of the iceberg. Lloyd agrees with Dr. Victoria Lee, the president and CEO of Fraser Health, who said that the opioid epidemic should get the same treatment and funding as COVID-19. With the likes of the Agra Fair and the Chilliwack Fair moving to an online format and the outright cancellation of the Abbotsford Air Show, chillTV reached out to Chilliwack Flight Fest. Perkis Aircraft, which runs the show, told chillTV they have a few ideas in the works. They hope to release their plans in the coming days. There has been talk of a show without parking along Airport Way and just an air show with no static ground displays. Meanwhile, the Chilliwack Chamber of Commerce holding an online give-a-thon. It raised $128,000 for 10 charities, including Ruth and Naomi's, the Bowls of Hope, and Salvation Army. Also this week, applications for provincial gaming grants for the new year were being accepted. Many nonprofits rely on those gaming grants just to stay afloat, especially during this pandemic, which has affected the budgets of many a nonprofit organization. Early Sunday morning, around 12:30 in the morning, a vehicle traveling at a high speed didn't make the curve on Chilliwack Lake Road just before Tractorgrease. It blew through the parking lot, took out some fence poles holding up the overhang of the restaurant and music venue, and plowed into a 4,500-pound concrete block and pushed it through a sheet metal fence into the neighbor's property. The driver of the vehicle disappeared from the scene, and Tractorgrease owner Jeff Bonner and his staff were left with the cleanup. Bonner told chillTV that it could have been far worse. Usually teens are sitting outside on the bench working on Wi-Fi online. Unfortunately, nobody was sitting there. The crash could have taken out the front part of the building and created more damage than it did. Fence posts will need to be replaced to shore up the overhang of the building. Bits of car lights and license plate mounts were strewn all over the parking lot. Tractorgrease just received the green light to open on a restricted basis due to the COVID pandemic. Bonner has not only taken a financial hit with a 2-month shutdown, he also rents out stage and sound equipment, and all that income for the year, again, vanishing with COVID. Bonner says he will be open again this weekend. Now, to show your support for Tractorgrease, why not show up for a burger and a drink and a show, or at least buy some merchandise like a sweatshirt or a hoodie? Jeff Bonner, the owner-operator for Tractorgrease, made a cultural reference to the chillTV show Chilliwack Tonight when he posted a prior image of Tractorgrease before the crash, labeling it, what else? In the before time. Shortly after Harold Zinke celebrated 21 years with the Chilliwack BIA, along comes COVID-19 and pulled both Harold and Serena off the streets from doing what they do, cleaning up the streets. The BIA did that as a safety precaution. But as of this past Tuesday, Harold was back on the streets, cleaning it up, talking with everybody he meets, and that includes social distancing protocols. Serena will be following today. Give him a honk or a wave, but no handshakes. The BIA posted the picture to their Facebook page, and now we can get back to talking Chiefs hockey with both Harold and Serena. And now, our interview with the entrepreneur, Kalyn Head, who is continuing her tradition of running for charities on her birthday.
Wasting away, watching clouds float by my window.
Don Lehn, chillTV's News of the Week with Kalyn Head, who... Okay, you're about to have your 23rd birthday, or you just had?
No, I'm about to have it in July.
Okay. And you've done these type of fundraisers in the past, and so you're going to run, what, from here to Seattle and back now for your birthday? What exactly are you going to do here?
The plan is to run 100 kilometers on my birthday, so I'm hoping to start at midnight and run for about 16 hours maybe, and just keep going till I'm done.
So this is going to be around Chilliwack or around the valley, or?
Yeah, I'm hoping to do it around Chilliwack. That's where I've been training, so I'd like to stay around here.
And this will be for your birthday next month. This isn't the first time you've done something like this. You've raised money, correct me if I'm wrong, for SPCA and GoFundMe pages and other things?
Yeah, this is the third year I've had a birthday run. So the first year I just had 3 of us, and last year we had 8 runners, and this year about 15 of my friends are going to join me for different legs of the 100 kilometers.
When you first did this back in 2018, what was the reaction? A few people going, "Oh, really?" Did you get the stink eye? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to convince your friends to come to a birthday run, but if you bring medals and supply food, then usually they show up.
You just showed the secret. Yeah, bring food. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, this birthday marathon, this is what for now? This one's going to be for Chilliwack Community Services?
Yeah.
And why CCS? Is there... Has something happened or you've witnessed something that is really close to home with Chilliwack Community Services?
Not really. I was born and raised in Chilliwack, and this year I just really wanted to support something local. So I kind of looked around. I am pretty passionate about working with youth, and I just like the idea of giving youth a chance to succeed and follow their dreams, kind of like I'm doing. So I wanted to find a program or service that would put the money towards that.
Curious, are you a UFE student or did you go to school postgraduate here?
Yeah, I just finished my degree at UFE.
And what did you major in?
I did an integrated studies degree with a kinesiology minor.
Cool. Very cool. Now, if somebody wants to either or get in a little early to help you out financially with this, what's the name of the GoFundMe page?
It's under Kalyn's birthday marathon.
Okay, and that is Kalyn. Kalyn,
Yeah.
a big thank you for spending some time with us. Also, lots of luck, and keep us in the loop. Let us know how much is raised and how many other people outside of the 15 closest friends show up.
I've heard that Ken Popov and the counselors might be joining me for a little bit. Been in contact with them, but I'm hoping whoever wants to come. I've got a Facebook page started. Just going to keep it up.
And for the record, Jason Lum is a runner.
Support would be appreciated.
Yeah. Well, I know that Jason
Okay.
Lum is a runner. Kalyn, thanks again. And this is Don Lehn and Chill TV's News of the Week with Kalyn Head, and doing a little bit of marathon running for a good purpose and a good cause, CCS. The Chilliwack Chiefs announcing their soft reopening of their summer camps and programming in accordance with all Via Sport BCRTS guidelines. The first camp starts July 13th, and all the information can be found on the Chiefs' website. Even with the pandemic restrictions, the Chilliwack Jets were busy. They've acquired Chilliwack-born forward Carson Ediger from Intertrade with the Abbotsford Pilots. That's for future considerations. The Jets are the expansion team for the PHJL, and they hope to start play in the fall. Chilliwack FC training camp starts their 4-week program. That starts July the 4th and runs to the 31st. The tentative dates for the Phase 2 camp are August 4th to the 31st. And like the Chiefs and the Chilliwack Giants, they will be following the Via Sport BC guidelines. The 2020 edition of the Nick Taylor Charity Pro-Am is moving up the calendar in keeping with these unprecedented times and will be held in June for the first time ever. The 4th annual event, co-hosted by PGA Tour standout Taylor and the UFV Golf Program, will be staged Friday, June 26th at Ledgeview Golf Club. Now, the event usually runs in September, but with the PGA Tour stuffed backwards into the fall to work around the COVID-19 pandemic, Taylor will be playing in high-profile tournaments stateside at that time of the year. And at present, he heads back home to Abbotsford. He'll be opening that window to host his namesake charity tournament before the planned return to the PGA Tour come July. Chill TV weather, a June muggy streak has hit. It is a mix of sun and showers and highs around 22. Thanks for watching Chill TV's News of the Week. If you would like to be involved in reporting news in Chilliwack and have a story you think we should know about, send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. We'd love to hear from you. That's the news this week. I'm Don Lehn.